now we're talking about Captain America. Now, Mitch, what are they talking about expecting different and what is happening
I'm not
here?
entirely sure where I was going to call him Sam Wilson then. Anthony Mackie said this. But there's a quote going around where he says, I'm not going to, like, for everyone think I'm just going to copy Chris Evans, don't. I'm going to expect something different. Which, to be honest, good. He's a different character entirely. He's not Steve Rogers.
Yeah. He's a very different character. Like, I honestly am really excited to see him as Captain America because he is very vocal, and him and Sebastian Stan, like, their characters together just seem like they're gonna have like this amazing brother hatred, but like respect and love because they have that one mutual person that they both want to honor, which is Steve Rogers. So I can't wait, and I can't wait to see what he does, and maybe like Bucky screams at him being like, no, Steve wouldn't do it this way, and he's like, well, I'm not Steve.
Right.
Like the way that I see that this is gonna go is kind of like was it Nick Spencer's run of Sam Wilson, Captain America?
100%.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that run makes sense to me, and it's my guess. I have no knowledge of this, but just seeing how they're talking about the political climate of the world and how Disney wants to explore that more on Disney Plus than the movies, something tells me it's going to be very topical on racism and resentment today. And Captain America being now like black and taking on the mantle from that character who's literally like become a cornerstone in the MCU, they're gonna have to address that. And to me, that kind of screams, you know, you can get this message out there. And obviously, like the moment Endgame ended, there was already some of those insanely bad articles written about it. You know, it was just oh wow, you people, you know, I can't believe this is actually something we have to like talk about in 2019, but it is a reality. So I feel like that they're not gonna put that away. And I also like that he says, you know, it's gonna be different in Steve Rogers because, like Shay said, he is a different character. Like it's just because he inherits the name of Captain America, it doesn't mean you're Captain America. Like when Bucky took on the mantle in the comics, he was literally not Steve Rogers in any sort of way. Like he was 100% different, you know.
Yeah, so. that goes back with the Nick Spencer run where in the comic Sam doesn't know what to do, and people are judging him because, you know, he's not the original Captain America. He's not solving the problem because he's trying to figure out his own way to solve it because he doesn't think that doing it one way that someone says is necessarily the correct way.
Yeah, it'll be amazing because it's also his next time again. Like twice now, if you really think of it, Sam has now lost two partners. One, his actual fighting partner when he was in the military, he lost his brother in arms there. And now he no longer has Steve. Steve is gone. He's old. He is retired. He had his life with Peggy. And so now he's going to have to readapt himself again to a new person. But this is a person that he had to fight multiple times. Like, so
they were at odds with each other.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see, like, how does he now have to cope with, here's the third time around, the world is a very different place because not only do we not have our Avengers that he even idolized, we now are having a world that for the past 5 years have been destroyed. He hasn't been there for those 5 years, so he's also new to this ever-populating world.
Did they do that kind of Superman thing, maybe, where it's like, does the world need a Captain America? Do you think they could take that angle, possibly? I think that would be real.
You know full well they're going to have like a government-sanctioned one. It's like, no, we didn't pick you. You know, we chose Steve Rogers originally. Like, we get to choose who this guy is.
Yeah. I could see that, especially because if it's another corrupt government, the government coming back through when the world has...
So we're going to get... so we're going to get Sam Wilson versus U.S. Agent.
Yeah.
I'd put money on U.S. Agent.
Well, also, we have Zemo, too. So...
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Zemo's in there as well, yeah.
So we've got a lot that they're going to be able to play against, because we're going to have Sam, who's going to be like, you're the reason why these bad things happen. So could he have like this additional resentment towards Zemo, as well as man, I already forgot his name, Bucky. Bucky's also going to have that same resentment. So it's like it's going to be really interesting having two people who hate Zemo for what he did. And
Zemo won. I mean, like he
Zemo
beat them,
did.
you know. Like so yeah, I think that could factor a lot into it. And honestly, I don't know. I'm really excited for this series just because it sounds different. Like just from the announcement, it was like, oh damn, yeah. Like the moment Endgame ended, you're like, well, they're going in directions we didn't think, because everybody was thinking it was going to go to Bucky. Like it's
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, was a lot of people thinking it was going to go to Bucky, or was it all the fangirls wanting it to go to Bucky?
Okay, well
It
that
was a
too.
combination of the two.
Yeah.
You know, people just didn't want Sam to get the shield because, like, obviously, well, they say that Bucky got it first, but actually Sam got it in the 90s, so yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's just going to be interesting to see him kind of fail and learn from his mistakes as becoming this new Captain America, this new integration of his own mix. So I think it's got a lot of good storytelling elements for it.
Oh, yeah. And then, of course, you're going to have the world probably resenting both of them, not only because he's trying to take on someone else's mantle, but he next to him has a guy who was a terrorist that was framed as a terrorist. And
Well, I
now
mean,
is
technically Sam's like a war criminal.
True.
You know, he
Yes.
helped
He
the
didn't sign
fugitive.
it. Yeah, they're both war criminals.
Okay, now follow along here. What if the
no.
government is like, we need to take these dudes down, release the Serpent Society?
You and your Serpent Society.
I wouldn't be shocked if this got a season 2 and the Serpent Society.
I need the damn lizard people, okay?
Yes.
I need
They're
the
snakes, not lizards.
snakes, lizard. Okay, one of them looks like a lizard to me. I can't remember his goddamn name. God, what's his... Oh,
I guarantee you it's a snake name because
yeah. I need those people. I need them to tie it into some crazy conspiracy, okay? I need this show to lose its mind at some point. But yeah, let's hope season 2. Let's go with that. But we'll know more about this show by the end of the summer, so that's good news. And
Yeah, excitement.